Over the past several years, time and time again, we've seen these woke box office failures from Disney because they refuse to put entertainment and great storytelling ahead of identity politics and virtue signaling. It doesn't matter who's running the company, we see the same exact thing. And now that their newest box office bomb is already off to a terrible start, Strange World, one that everybody knew was going to be full of identity politics, when they advertised it as the first gay teen in a Disney animated film for children, as well as a big environmental propaganda movie. People could already tell from the start it was going to be a disaster, and in fact, it is. Just through the first couple days of this Thanksgiving weekend, it is tracking horrifically low for Disney, and we talked about the box office in an earlier video, but today, I want to talk about how the audience is feeling about it, and when you look at it, it doesn't look very good for Disney. Disney's Strange World receives worst audience score in animation studio history. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of different movies. That's decades and decades. And this one is apparently the worst for Disney, an all-time low. Now, I do think with the director, when they're talking about audience score, it's not necessarily all encapsulated. It's just what the audience feels about it. We're talking about cinema score, and we're going to get into that. But however, let's just look at some of the raw audience numbers we have out there. When you look at IMDb, a 5.8, a lot of one-star reviews in there, certainly. When you look over at Metacritic, it's a 4.1 with the user score over on Metacritic. But even Rotten Tomatoes, which it's quite honestly pretty hard to get something below 50% over on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But look at this audience score, a 56% verified review over on Rotten Tomatoes. And when you look at it, look at the all audience, 41%. And this is historically terribly bad for a Disney animated movie. And in fact, it did set the record in terms of cinema score. Let's look at this. Disney's Strange World received the worst audience score in Disney animation history. The Dom Hall and Qui Wen directed epic marks the 61st animated film from the animated movie Giant, following the Clades movie as they explore, or the Clades family as they explore the mysterious planet Avalonia. The film's been a source of controversy as a number of countries banned it for its on-screen LGBTQIA+, how many letters are we going to add into this thing, representation. It has also been met with middling critical reception. It's hard to tell whether Strange World will thrive going into the holiday season, but its audience score might be an indication. Oh, I do not think it is going to do anything like thrive at the box office, that's for sure. Strange World received the worst audience score in the studio's animated history. The Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, and Gabrielle Union-led film got a B rating cinema score from moviegoers, putting it at the same level as films like Amsterdam, Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and even Tenet. As mentioned, this is the worst mark and the only one to drop below an A-. Take a look at these scores. This is starting from Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, like A+, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, all the way through, right? All the way through all these. Encanto even received an A. Strange Worlds is at a B. Now, to be fair, what CinemaScore does is it basically pulls an audience after the movie. It's not just, hey, did you like this movie? It's, how did this movie live up to your expectations? So based on the marketing for this, was this movie kind of what you expected? That's kind of how it works because, again, the people that are going to go see it opening weekend, those are the ones that do have a certain expectation by the way that it was marketed. So it's far more complicated than simply the audience score when we're talking about cinema score. But nonetheless, when you think about that, the worst in history, the only one to fall below an A-. This is what we're talking about for Disney. They have decided to prioritize things that families want to completely stay away from. They're deciding to openly put this propaganda in these movies, and it's leading to box office disaster. I mean, like this is so much worse than I thought it'd be. We've seen so many verified audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes be protected in recent weeks and recent months, even in the past year. So this was a shocker to me that that's the verified audience score. Still only 100 people in. I'm sure this will fluctuate a little bit here or there. But when you look at that all audience, it's pretty tough to deny that people do not like this. They don't like this woke garbage being pushed on families. And as a result, families are going away as this thing bombs at the box office. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Worst all time for a Disney animated movie. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.